And question number two, this is coming from Shedrick Carter at Shedrick Carter 2. What are you hearing regarding Atlanta and Morris? Do you think they make a change at the end of the year? I think it's important to look at the context of the situation, Shedrick. And I think that starts with a coach and general manager who are in two different positions. For Terry Fontenot, the general manager, he's now been there 5 years. This is his second head coach. For Raheem Morris, this is his second year. And when he came in, he wasn't inheriting a situation where you were hitting the reset button and starting over. He was sort of jumping onto a moving train, and a team that they felt like was relatively close to actually winning, and a team that had been really competitive under Arthur Smith. The big hole was at the quarterback position. So in the first offseason together, Morris and Fontenot went over the top to try to fix the quarterback problem. They signed Kirk Cousins in free agency, and then they spent the 8th overall pick, even with the defensive needs that they had, on Michael Penix Jr. that first year, of course. Cousins winds up getting banged up, and coming off the Achilles wasn't quite the same to begin with. They wind up going to Penix at the end of the year. They hold on to Cousins this year. They're all in with Penix. Now Penix is hurt, has another torn ACL. He had the injury problem in college, and Cousins is back in the lineup. Meanwhile, the team hasn't played very well. They started 3-2. They've now lost 7 of 8, and they have a standalone game coming up tomorrow night that is in Tampa against a Buccaneers team that really needs the win. Then after that, they go to Arizona. Then they have the Rams and Saints to close out the schedule, and that's thorny too because you have a standalone game. Then you have a game against a team that's struggling just like you are, so you can't afford to lose that one. Then you're playing maybe the best team in the league in the Rams, and then you close it out with a Saints team that represents your only win during that 1-7 stretch. And so I think that there's still a lot to be written here. There's still a chance that they could bounce back and rebound and have some momentum going into the offseason. But if it doesn't go well down the stretch, there are a lot of people that are expecting Arthur Blank to go in and reset his organization from a football standpoint and start over on that side of the building. Whether or not it happens again, that remains to be seen. But owners don't like being embarrassed. And if the Thursday night game doesn't go well, that could really turn the temperature up on that situation. And then if you lose in Arizona the next week, now all of a sudden this thing gets really hot. If you can go into Tampa and win, and then you beat Arizona, and now all of a sudden you're 6-9, things look a little bit different. So again, I think seats are hot in Atlanta, but there's still a month for Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot and the crew there to resolve things. And I don't think it helps that we're still not sure that they have an answer at the quarterback position after everything that they did during the 2024 offseason to resolve it.